Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another title race stream. I don't know which idiot scheduled this title race stream to be every Thursday. Such a fraud, honestly. I am such a fraud. Because next Wednesday we play against Newcastle as well. Yay. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button whether you're watching this right now or on the replay. We are at 45.8k subscribers. We're trying to push 46k, inshallah, by the end of this weekend. So big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Keep getting involved in the chat. Keep letting us know your opinions. Big up everyone who's shown us love over this last 24 hours. Seeing the comment sections on some of these streams are very funny. Some of them are just agreeing with me. Some are disagreeing and telling me why. Some telling me you're a fake fan just because I'm saying we had a bad performance yesterday. Like, damn, okay. Like, don't be mad at me. I'm not Darwin Nunes. I didn't miss the one-on-one. So, yeah, big up to every single one of you guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. There are 2 losers on today's stream. 2 winners. You get me? So, one of the winners, because he's in the title race according to him. So joining us is the man, the myth, the fraud. Man like Wolfie's in the building. Hi, Wolfie.
I'm a winner. Okay, I'll take that, man. I'll take that.
Yeah, but you think you're in a title race and Liverpool drop points, so factually you are a winner.
Sam, when I tell you what I'm gonna tell you, I'll wait for LB though, right? I just want to see what your face says, man. I want to see what you think. I've got a stat for you that's gonna make you. Oh, I can't wait. Hope you're well, Habibi. How are you?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Big up to you. Big up to the chat. Big up to Nunes. Big up to Slubber.
I feel good, alhamdulillah, except the fact that we employed Darwin.
But I just want to check, does your phone work? Because I called you at full time. I don't know. Was the reception?
You really want to start this calling thing? Are you sure? You want to start it with me? I'm very petty. I'm telling you right now. You sure you want to start it with me?
I just wanted to check you were okay. That was all, man. That was
all. You can check in the live stream, mate.
Okay.
Anyway, joining us next on the channel, you get me the other winner because Liverpool dropped points. Today Ashraf woke up filled with belief and hope that they're gonna win the league. Man, like Ashraf is in the building. Hi, Ashraf.
Hi, just correction. I am the only winner here. Forest lost on the weekend, so yeah, let's correct that, please.
Oh yeah, that's true. They lost.
Yeah. Forest lost in the weekend, so let's.
Man City won. So not the only winner.
No, Man City lost yesterday. What do you mean?
Man City lost yesterday, mate.
In the league. This is the Premier League title.
I mean, I'm the only one here who hasn't lost their last game. So.
Because you didn't play, man.
Hey, listen, that's what you get for finishing third in the Champions League. You don't need to play.
The mighty Leicester. Well done.
Yeah. Well, mighty Leicester indeed.
Igal, I swear, Igal, don't start me on Igal, man.
Igal, shall I send Igal the link? I don't think you can handle him.
Man, Igal needs to grow some sense. That's what he needs to do.
Speaking of growing sense, I have to give him credit. He hung up on me at Newcastle when I said he's going to beat Real Madrid. He hung up. He's like, I'm not listening to this anymore. He was right because, I went on Straight Facts yesterday. Terry was like, okay, so what do you think of the Real Madrid-Manchester City game? I'm like, I really have a feeling Manchester City are going to go through. I think Man City are going to do it. 2 minutes after the game starts, people in my chat are like, 1-0 Mbappe. I'm like, bro, there is no way you guys are actually taking a piss. Anyway, joining us, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the ginger. Man like LB is in the building. Hi, LB.
Yo, big up the panel, as always. Big up the chat. And we're back on the title race show, where maybe more than one of the panelists is in a title race. Maybe.
Stop it.
By the way, LB knows what I'm going to say because we did some number crunching earlier.
I'm just saying, man, there is some validity now to this stream.
Okay, before we get started, I want to ask everyone in the show something. There's 220 people in the building. All of you guys in the chat, 1-word answer or 2 words. No life stories because I know you guys love to have paragraphs. Liverpool or Manchester City? Where do you want us to start? And we will start. So you guys in the chat decide. I'm letting you all be the deciders. Big up to Sujay, who says Salah should not only win the Ballon d'Or, he should also win the Nobel Peace Prize for not turning up to training with a gun. I saw a picture, and me and Tom are going to analyze this later. Wallahi, I feel so bad for the guy. Wallahi, I genuinely feel so bad. Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, the amount of carrying that he's doing this season. And I'm seeing people go like, oh, Salah didn't have a good game yesterday. Like, do you guys actually watch? Like, do you guys genuinely watch? Second half, dribble past Dean, no problem. Create chances. Dribble past Matson, no problem. Create chances. It's just this just. We're gonna get into it when we get into it anyway, because the whole chat is saying Liverpool. Can we get Benfica so we can leave that donkey in Lisbon? Had enough of this useless beep. No joke. That man took 3 attempts to post a tweet. Had enough. I think this guy is the worst signing in Liverpool history. I think he's worse than Andy Carroll. I think he's worse than the likes of Paul Konchesky, Milan Jovanovic, and Christian Poulsen, given the price tag. This is a
Worse than
record
Charlie
signing.
Adam.
Yes.
Wait.
Because Charlie Adam didn't cost any money.
Garbage.
Charlie Adam didn't cost any money. Charlie Adam didn't
What
cost any
about
money.
Downing? What about Stuart Downing? Downing was
Stuart
garbage.
Downing cost like 25 million, 20 million. That's nothing. You know,
At that time, that was a lot. 25 million at that time was
this donkey cost like, you
He
know,
paid 50 for
64
Carroll.
million. I can't stand them. Listen, don't argue this with me, please.
Wait, LB, hold on. Are they talking about the same player? I think they are. Is this the player that when he turned up, they were comparing him to Haaland? Have I got this right?
I think that's the guy.
That's not me. That's not me. LB will vouch and be an honest man. I never did that. Thank God. Alhamdulillah. And Ashraf can vouch actually because he was on Spaces when I was going to war with my own fan base. Anyway, big up to every single one of you guys. Thank you to Redline of Teranga. Thank you to Sujay for the super chat. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. And before we get this party started, we are going to start with Liverpool, obviously, because you guys are saying Liverpool in the chat. And this is a democracy. Essential, so big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. You guys know how this show gets, so just like. Forest Fan TV is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. It's LB's in the description. Give him a subscribe. More LB's also in the description. Give him a subscribe because he has 2 channels because he's big time in it. And Ashraf Talks Football is in the description. Also give him a subscribe. Big up Brian. We'll come to it in a second. So Wolfie, what's the stat you've been itching to tell us? Like the stat. I'm gonna tell you. What's the stat?
Well, okay, it's not so much a stat. It's a what could happen here, right? Because me and LB were doing a show earlier, and we were looking at the table and just analyzing a little analysis going on, and we figured out that if LB's boys beat you this weekend, if you lose to Man City, then Arsenal can turn around and say with chest that the title is in their hands. Can you believe that? If you lose, Arsenal can win the title because it's in their hands. So all this Liverpool 10 points clear, 8 points clear, 7, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. This is now your biggest game of the year. You lose to Man City and you watch Ashraf can quite confidently and firmly and correctly and factually say that it's in Arsenal's hands. Now, let me explain the maths. If you lose and Arsenal win their games in hand, the point gap goes to 2. And because they still have to play you, granted it's at Anfield, they can win the title by winning their games. This is gonna or could potentially end up being the biggest bottle job in history. And don't come at me and say Newcastle, Husam. This is bigger than Newcastle's bottle job. But the fact that Arsenal can have the opportunity to say that they can win this league, wallahi, that's embarrassing for Liverpool. That's embarrassing. Yeah. Subhanallah. Yeah, you need that now, bro. You need that now.
More like
what you need is inshallah. So Ashraf, what do you say to that, bro? Like the significance of this game. Did you know that? Had you done the maths?
I did. Yeah, I did. I knew that. It's just that. Look, I still think they'll win the league. It's just that, and in fact, I would even go as far as saying I think some Liverpool fans are overreacting because, look, I want to crash it. I really do, but this is a logical show because I think all 4 of us usually give logical, unbiased takes. Yeah, even Wolfie. To be honest, even Wolfie does a lot of times. But
I'm just giving you logic here.
Yeah. He just gave facts. Yeah. What he said was true facts. The reason why I still feel, I don't know who's gonna share something. Oh, I need to see this.
What are you sharing?
Can we play?
Yeah.
Interest from Saudi in Darwin Nunez is genuine. So there is interest.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu
Interest.
Akbar.
Allah, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, Allahu Akbar. Allah Takbir! Allah Akbar! Yes, Alhamdulillah, Ya Rab. Alhamdulillah. 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 Ya Allah, Ya Rab. Oh my God, inshallah we sell him and get rid of him. Alhamdulillah. There is genuine interest. Allah. 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 Michael Edwards, if you fuck this up, I will personally find you. Richard Hughes, if you fuck this up, I will finally find you, you mother. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. There is genuine interest. Let me hear that.
Bro, this is the funniest fucking clip I've ever seen in my life.
How does a man go from saying Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah to you effing, you a mother effer and all that stuff like in the same minute?
Wallahi,
In the same
Husam, I
sentence.
I
That sounds
hope
the
you pray
funniest
for your
guy,
parents and your family the way you did for Darwin there, man.
He's the
With that
funniest
passion.
guy.
With that passion,
Was
man.
that actually like legit, bro?
Yes, we rejected 75 million for that. Insert customer.
You should be happy.
Yeah. This is too funny, bro. I can't lie.
Wolfie, I will fly to Nottingham right now and pull up and exchange hands with you. Don't do this.
I just said.
So we want to start with Liverpool. Can you guys tell me your thoughts on yesterday instead of just smiling at my pain, you frauds? Yalla, talk. Someone
I
talk.
think we could all sit here silently and just stare at you, and I think this would be the best stream ever.
It's the L, bro.
Drink
It's not the
tasbih,
result,
yeah.
bro.
خلص.
Speak
Drink
of that,
L.
tasbih, yeah.
what have you reached? Alhamdulillah, or you're up to Allahu Akbar, man?
I'm at Allah Akbar now, so.
Where's the
Yeah,
L?
Yeah, I mean,
almost.
Those misses obviously were insane, but I think Villa could have nicked it at the end. The Malik.
Can I tell you honest?
It's-
Can I tell you? Let me tell you my thoughts, and then you guys look. Here's the thing: there's only one person who has experienced Husam at this stage of the season before live on YouTube, and it's the guy next to me, man, like LB. He was there last season, and I tried to explain this to him last year. I was telling him, you see these forwards, they're unreliable. I told them, and people at the start of the season, they always do this. August, apologize to Diaz. September, October, apologize to this guy, apologize to that guy. But you see me, I'm not arrogant. I don't come here and ask them in the chat for apologies. Yeah, I've had enough of him, wallahi. You want to know something? I went and I looked at the XG. We had like 3.5 XG. Aston Villa didn't have one. And then it ended 2-2. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Elephant in the room, Jota. Missed like 4 clear-cut opportunities. So I'm not even going to scapegoat Darwin alone. Did you guys see the one-on-one? The scoreline is 1-0, right? We're 1-0 up. Jota goes 1-on-1. The corner flag. How? Like, if I told any of you, imagine we were doing this stream Wednesday morning, and I was like, guys, Jota's going to get 4 clear-cut goal scoring opportunities. You're all going to say, he's going to at least score 2 because he's clinical.
No.
And then one of you might be edgy and go like, he's going to score one out of 4 at least. Yani.
No.
He doesn't score any of them. And then, of course, Donkey Kong comes on. People blaming Szoboszlai for that. Let's blame the number 10 for passing it to the number 9 to score a goal. Right in front of goal. And I want to say something to the people in the chat. If you've never played football, you will say it's a difficult chance. But you want to know how empty and wide that goal was for someone who has played football? Like, genuinely, like strikers in the Jordanian league would score that. I'm not even exaggerating. And not even ones that play for Al Faisal or Al Wahdat or Shabab Al Hussein. People who play for like Ittihad Al Ramtha. People who play for like, just like, like the club in the villages will also score.
You haven't got an Al Ahly.
It's like in front, every Arab country has Al Ahly. We have Al Ahly. You get every striker in the universe could score that. And it just genuinely makes no sense. Szoboszlai for a number 10 was dog shit other than that pass. And also, Salah is carrying our forward line. Our forward line is literally Salah and inshallah, Cody Gakpo, I miss you. And silently, Gravenberg has had his 3rd bad game in a row. Worst time to have bad games, Still Ryan, because there's no need to scapegoat. People scapegoating Trent. I don't know why. I don't know why Slot made that substitution. I think that was one of the worst substitutions. Because Trent, and you know what it is? This is genuinely Sean Dyche utter woke nonsense right here. Now football clubs do premeditated subs where they're like, 60th minute exactly, we're going to take off Trent because of injury and because of sports science and blah, blah, blah. My thing is, maybe I'm not asking you to play him the 90, but 60th minute comes, he just scored a goal. just give him 10 more minutes. 70th minute, take him off. عادي يعني. I'm not asking you to put him on for the whole game. 70, because he was an outlet. He was a playmaker. He was creative for us. Robertson, who I've slagged off the whole season, was actually very good. Absolutely incredible performance from Robertson yesterday. The ones that were bad were really the midfielders and all forwards bar Salah. Diaz, when he came on, I didn't even see him. 15 minutes, I didn't even see the guy. He never appeared on camera except tracking back to help Robertson. That's it. Nunes, the less said about him, the better. Jota, the less said about him, the better. People scapegoating the likes of Curtis Jones. I don't think he was bad. So for me, I always look at title races from a momentum perspective and from my weapons perspective. What are my weapons currently? My weapons is nuclear missile and Salah. The rest, wooden spoon, wooden fork, plastic straw. That's what I have. So I have one like missile where I can go like pow. The problem is the missile goes pow, and then like the straw bottles it, and the spoon bottles it, and like the wooden shield, the plastic shield bottles it. And I'll be honest with you, when Cody Gakpo got injured, I wasn't that worried. Now I understand his importance to the team. This guy, Gakpo, is at least minimum, bare minimum, a knife or a gun. At least. He's not a missile, but he is a knife or a gun. And the others...
How long is he out for?
I don't know. I think he should be back for City. Inshallah, he's back. But like the others, and you know, the one that disappoints me as well is Jota, because one thing you can all say about Jota is he's clinical. But yes, he's injury prone, but he's clinical. The guy is just, yeah, it's just very disappointing, the result yesterday. Now, City is must win, Newcastle is must win. And this is just the reality of the situation, because people, you know, I have this on deck yesterday. I almost broke it, you know, mocking the people who bring up the calculators. It's just the same shit that happened last season. LB knows. He's like, oh, 5 points ahead, goal difference, blah, blah, blah. You should be good. It's just Arsenal. It's just this. It's just that. And I want to say something. I still don't think it's as embarrassing as a bottle job as Newcastle or Alex Ferguson, but I think we'd be third in Premier League history, given the context of where Arsenal are at, and given the fact that we will be losing a league title essentially to Nwaneri and Moreno. Now, I'm going to just put something on the table right now. If after all that's going to happen on today's... What?
Who's second? United is second. Okay.
Yeah, United. United had like Ferguson and Ferdinand and مش عارف مين, all the experienced, amazing players, and you're 8 points ahead with 5 games to go. That's by the way, Man City hadn't won a league title in like 55 years at the time. So like that's even worse than Arsenal.
Yeah, yours would still be worse than that.
Okay, you can say that. By the way, if your thing is injuries, you're old enough to remember when Arsenal were going up against Man United, Ferdinand was out to the end of the season and United still won the league. Remember that?
And?
طيب, I can bring up examples where there were injuries and the team still lost or the team still won.
You will go down.
That's
as
the season we won the league, by the way.
With no strikers.
And at the start of the season, Arsenal were more likely to win the league anyway than Liverpool.
You can start to spin it how you want, Habibi. But
no, I'm not spinning it. I'm saying it. If I'm saying it's the third biggest bottle job in Premier League history, I'm not spinning it. There's no spin. I'm just disagreeing if it's number 1 or not. I'm saying it's number 3, which is fair. But anyway, khalas, that's beside the point. The point is we need players to step up. We need players to step up. There's only one guy I feel bad for, and that's Salah. I felt bad for Trent yesterday after the sub, and yesterday was the first time I criticized Slot all season because he deserved criticism for that game. Because I think the substitutions made us significantly worse. And that's my thoughts on the game.
There's a lot you said there that needs discussion. Firstly, you said, if you said to us, if I told you Jota was in a one-on-one situation, how many would you expect him to score? I think the question needs to be on how many of those chances would we expect him to stay on his feet? Because that's the better question. Now I understand why Jota dives. If his shooting is that bad, it makes sense why he swan dives in the penalty box. So that clears that one up. Secondly, on Nunes, the XG, do you know what it was for that chance? 0.89. Easier than a penalty. So anyone saying it was a hard chance or this, no. There was no goalkeeper. He was closer to the goal than the penalty spot, technically speaking. And it was pathetic, man. And then thirdly, the question needs to be about the substitutions. Forget the Trent one, because let's face it, man, until these players take their bras off and burn them, man, there's going to be substitutions like this, these sports bras that they wear that do my head in, man. What's happened to football being football?
Yeah, but before you carry on with the other stuff you want to criticize, with Trent, I get it. You want to sub off the guy at the 60th minute for fitness purposes, but he just scored. Give him
I'm
like
with
10
you. I'm
minutes
with
more.
you. I'm agreeing.
So I'm not saying give him the whole 90. Just give him 10 minutes. Yeah, the guy
I'm
is cooking.
agreeing. It's feel. I like it in the old days when managers could
Yeah.
feel momentum and things like this on the pitch. The real question you have to ask yourself, if this Nunes is this donkey, this hmar that comes on, who's the person who put him on the pitch? That's what you need. I haven't heard this discussed. It's the manager. If the layman football fan can see what a donkey he is, then the question needs to be not why Trent came on or off, but why did Nunes come on? That's the key question. Yet the Liverpool fans are too scared to call out Slot, too scared to talk about his substitutions, too scared to remember that this is new to him. His first title run in the Premier League. It's been all flowers and roses and chocolates. Look where he's got us. We should walk this. But now you're at the business end, man. And Liverpool have cracked. Liverpool are worse bottlers than Arsenal. As much as I like to take the mick out of Arsenal for it, 7 times you found yourself top at Christmas. 6 times you've bottled it. You can say that's the 3rd biggest bottle, the 4th, the 10th. It doesn't matter. The stats add up. 6 out of 7 bottles from Christmas Day. Maybe all those Christmases, Mohamed Salah had those Christmas trees up. Who knows? And that one time you won it, he didn't. That might be the key here. But he
Salah
had the Christmas
has
tree up
14
this year.
DA in 10 games since posting the picture.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, how many of those 7 did Mohamed Salah have that Christmas tree up for? That might be a stat someone needs to look into, man. So, you know, the
But
stats
you
are
think he's
against you.
rattled as well, though, Wolfie? I think Arnie Slot's getting a little bit nervy, a little bit tetchy, a bit rattled. I seen the quotes after the game where he said, we come over here and I
Nobody's
see
injured
fireworks.
against us,
I don't know
yeah.
if they do this every game. I assume it's because it's Liverpool. I assume every game for Villa is sold out. Normally teams don't have injuries because their players want to play against Liverpool. Like, it just seems a little bit... He seems like he's feeling the pressure, man. You know what I mean? And that is always going to happen. That was always going to happen in this league because this is the first year in the Premier League, and there was always going to be a period in the season. We all said this, even Liverpool fans, even Husam said this, that there will be a period in the season where Liverpool go through a little bit of a challenge. And obviously, right now, the pressure's on. The manager seems a little rattled a little bit to me, and it's how he navigates. And the thing is, now he's got 2 difficult games after this as well. He's got to navigate his way through the City game and the Newcastle game. In both games, by the way, City and Newcastle quite happily take a point. You know what I mean? Because like we're in the top 4 race, top 5 race. Maybe Newcastle might need a win, but City get a point on Sunday. That's chill for the top 5 hope. So it'll be interesting to see how he navigates these next 2 games, man. But the pressure is definitely on.
City can't take a draw at home to the
Of course we can.
Liverpool.
Of course we can. This is a top 5 race.
You can, yeah. You can't.
I
If you take a
disagree with
draw, then it's still in Arsenal's
You
hands.
should
You just
aim
have
to win your
overturn
home
goal
games
difference.
in a top 4 race.
No, of course we should. But if we get a point on Sunday, I'm not crying. That puts on
I
45
hate the
points.
fact that I hate the fact that you lost yesterday. Had you won yesterday, I'd be more confident about it as well.
Yeah, the problem is it's not just Slot, LB. I mean, Virgil van Dijk comes out and nearly says the word Arsenal instead of Aston Villa. You know, if it's getting to these senior players,
We're in their
these players
heads. You
that
have to
done it
admit, Husam,
before.
we're in their heads.
In your head. That's what we sing to Slot.
Look,
man.
I
That's
don't even
logic.
know why.
Oh, but last
honestly,
season
genuinely-
when we told you that City are in your head, you get upset. Everyone,
weren't
well,
in
you know
our
when
head,
you're in a
though.
title race, the team that you're in a race with is in your head. It's normal.
But genuinely, I don't think we spoke about City as much as they spoke about us. And look, in the end, obviously,
this is
they
bullshit,
ended up.
and you know it.
No, I'm not talking about the players. I'm not
Nah,
talking
you
about the
spoke a lot.
fans. The fans obviously speak a lot. Arsenal fans are known for like waffling, but I'm talking about like the players and the manager. But I don't know why you're laughing. It's true. It's true.
Exhibit
100%.
A.
Arsenal fans-
Exhibit A.
He just said Arsenal fans are not known for waffling on straight
Yeah,
face.
100%. I'll say that about my own fan base, to be honest, because
Fair
we do
enough.
like go a bit crazy.
enough.
But I don't know why Liverpool fans, or I don't think the players are. I don't know about the players, but I don't know why the fans are panicking so much. Like, the reality is, when I look at it this way, like, guys, honestly, I'm gonna cut the BS and be honest right here. Outside the Forest game, which was at the beginning, let's say it was the beginning of the season, Liverpool underestimated Forest. They didn't think they were going to be that good. It was an anomaly, right, at Anfield. Outside that game, the only other game you guys dropped points in that you should have won, in my opinion, was United. That's it. Every other game you drop points in, I wouldn't look at it and say, damn, that's such a big shock. You guys lost, like, drop points. Like, Everton away, I get it. Goodison Park, Merseyside Derby, last game at Goodison. Villa away is a difficult ground to go to. Newcastle away is a difficult ground to go to. And it was only Kelleher's mistake that gave you guys the goal. Arsenal away, like, you shouldn't even be expected to win that game. So I don't look at it as, oh, Liverpool have been bottling it in the last few games. I think even the Wolves result, I know you guys were a bit jammy there, but some of these results happen. You get some jammy results in the title race. So, in my opinion, I do think Liverpool fans are over-exaggerating. This isn't a calculated talk or anything like that, but if you guys were going up against a fully fit Arsenal, I genuinely would understand the concerns and fear, because I think we could replicate last year's run and go on a good run to the end of the season. We don't have attackers. We don't have attackers still the next 4 or 5 games. And we play Forest, we play Chelsea. I know you guys will laugh at United, but every single time we play at Old Trafford, for whatever reason, they give us a difficult game. I don't know. Like, I feel like you guys are worried for no reason, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's the fact that they've allowed themselves to be worried. That's the issue here.
The next 2 games
The
for me to determine what happens. If Liverpool can get through these next 2 games, it's done. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I already think Liverpool still win it anyway, right? But given the fact there is a little bit of uncertainty now, these next 2 games for Liverpool are critical. If they get 6 points, it's over. Yeah. Arsenal, this is it now for you. You need to watch these next 2 games for Liverpool and pray that they drop points, and you need to do your thing, man. But listen, Liverpool might not win on Sunday. They might not beat Newcastle. Neither of them things are extreme. If I said to Husam now, I think City will beat you and I think Newcastle will beat you, like, he might say, nah, I disagree, but you can't act like it's a mad take, like it's absolutely
An
insane,
improbability.
man.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy, man. So
Newcastle beating them, I think, is a crazy take. City, I agree.
Really?
I think City can beat them.
No, but you can look at those games in isolation and say it can happen. It can happen.
Newcastle, unless like a red card or something like that happens, Newcastle don't win at
I
Anfield.
don't think it's going to happen, bro. But
I
you
don't
can't say
even
it's a
think they get
crazy
it
take,
draw.
bro.
Newcastle usually lose at Anfield.
Newcastle at
It's the
Anfield.
Man City one.
Look,
That's
at
more important.
Anfield,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are
that's- yeah, I agree.
we have a very good record against Newcastle at Anfield. Like,
Yeah.
so I back us in that game. City away is a worry. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, but
I will
you're
say
forgetting the
this.
pressure element. That's the thing. Wasn't it against? Was it?
Yeah, but
Crystal
even last
Palace
year,
or
Newcastle came
Southampton
to
a couple of years ago?
Anfield in a title race setting, and we broke
Exactly.
like the XG record. Like, Newcastle don't travel away well at all. Like, even Mama Floss is in the chat. She'll tell you, like, listen, Newcastle at Anfield is it's a very bad stadium for them. Like, we have a very good record against
It doesn't
Newcastle.
matter.
So.
Who was it that you bottled it to a couple of years ago away? Was it Crystal Palace or Southampton or something? Can you guys remember?
What?
Crystal
Well,
Palace.
A couple of years ago, we finished
Yeah,
fifth,
where you
mate.
drew like 3-3 and something
Yeah.
like that. I can't remember.
3-0,
I think
that was
A couple of
2014.
years ago.
it was a few
That
years
That
ago.
was
Whenever
11
it
years
was,
ago.
Nah, it can't have been that long.
No. Last year they lost at home to Crystal Palace. That's when they lost the league.
Yeah, but
When they
that's
lost
what I'm
the-
saying. Like, these freak results can happen, and you're due them. Add the element of pressure into it. Add the element that Slot hasn't done this before. These all start to add up. And anytime you leave a team within a 2-game gap to you, because teams will be playing at different times, like Arsenal are playing on Saturday, aren't you? Ashraf, if I'm
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah? That cuts the point down. So you go. into
Wallahi,
that
guys,
game with
on a
more
real,
pressure.
imagine after all this, Arsenal 1-1 West Ham. Then what?
It depends still.
I
It
said,
depends.
Wallahi, I'm being serious. Imagine after all this, they draw to West Ham. Then what?
Look, I'll say this. I already said I don't think we'll win the league. I think Liverpool will win the league. And in my opinion, even the games where you guys, quote unquote, don't play well, you end up dominating, having way more shots, way bigger XG, way more shots on target, way more big chances created. So even in the games where you play bad, you still end up actually having a lot of chances to win the game. I will say this though, yeah. I don't think it will happen in my opinion. But after we play the last game before the international break, which I think is Chelsea at the Emirates for us, if what Wolfie and LB said happens, which is we're only 2 points behind you, and then we get Saka and Martinelli back, I do think we have a very good chance of winning the league then. Because I do understand that momentum will come into play. It's only 2 points gap. Forget the game at Anfield, because I think the game at Anfield, I don't think we'll win. I don't think you guys will win either. I think it'll probably end in a draw. I'm saying like there are things that could happen before the game at Anfield for that 2 points gap to be overturned, especially with Saka and Martinelli coming back and the momentum and confidence coming back to Arsenal. But that's only if the gap is 2 points after the Chelsea game, which I don't think will happen, in my opinion.
Yeah, see, realistically, I can see Man City winning this weekend, and I can see Arsenal beating West Ham. I just don't think Arsenal can beat Forest. The problem is, as much as
I
I'm
agree. I think
trolling
we'll
now-
draw. I don't think we'll win.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
just
joking.
think with Arsenal right now, or before yesterday, they're just in this nice rhythm. No one's expecting us to win. 3 W's in a row. It's fine. Problem with Arsenal is if it now gets to a 2-point gap, or if they win their games in hand, it's going to be a 2-point gap. That's when the mentality goes with Arteta and those lot. That's why I think I would rather Arsenal came to Forest having beaten West Ham and Liverpool having lost to Man City, for my club's sake, obviously, that I think that gives us a better chance because the pressure will be high on Arsenal again. It's going to be this next week in the Premier League is going to be the most crucial week we've seen. You've got Arsenal, West Ham. You got you against Man City, then against Newcastle. We're playing
You guys against Forest.
we got
Newcastle,
we've got Newcastle, Arsenal, and Man City all in the space of the next 7 days. This is a huge week in the Premier League. It's either going to decide it or blow it wide open.
I will say this, Wolfie, though, just to be because I said this a couple of weeks ago. I'm keeping it consistent. Remember, guys, when we were level on points, and I said even if we lose to Forest, I still think we'll finish 7 points or plus above them. The reality is, if what you're saying happens, by the way, which is we beat West Ham, and you guys draw, forget even loss, you draw to Newcastle, which is a very high probability because it's at St. James Park, we'd be 8 points ahead. Do you still think you can finish above Arsenal?
Yes.
Okay.
So look, if we
could
go
overturn an
into your
8-point gap,
game with
right?
the similar points gap and we beat you, you're down to 3, and then you still got to go to Anfield. Yeah.
No.
Habibi, don't forget that,
I'm
yeah?
saying no. I'm saying if we. By the way, that doesn't actually work well for you because we have not lost a single Big Six Premier League game for the last 17 games.
Clip him.
But I'm asking if what I'm saying happens, which is you draw to Newcastle and we beat West Ham,
Yeah,
and the gap is
because
8
Forest
points.
running after Man City is smooth sailing to the end.
Same.
We got
same for us.
shitters. Yeah, but
Same. We only have Liverpool. That's it.
For me, it depends. It depends. There's 2 possibilities with Arsenal. One, Liverpool smoke it and gap you so much that you've got to focus on the Champions League. And 2nd or 5th doesn't really make a difference in that instance. Yeah. Secondly,
It's a good thing for us. That means there's no pressure.
yeah, but you need to then switch your focus to the Champions League. Like
No,
you'll be
we don't.
comfortable top 5.
Champions League, like the competition. I thought top 4. You mean? Okay. Yeah.
No. As in, like currently, yeah, in what you're
Yeah,
doing,
the
your
competition.
focus would have to. You got no FA Cup, no League Cup. Your focus has to naturally switch there, as we're seeing
Correct,
with
yeah.
Newcastle at the moment. So that's one possibility that can happen. But I just think right now there's no pressure on Forest at all. There's now pressure on Arsenal based on yesterday's results. You have to W your way in, and you have to get your Man City shirt out this weekend.
Mikel Merino it is, guys. Mikel Merino.
And that's the
Another
other
brace.
thing. Where's your goals coming from?
Can I ask you a genuine
you guys
question?
are
Do
you
up
reckon,
against Leicester every week.
Do you reckon Arteta starts Merino?
As a striker,
He's stupid enough to, yeah. He's stupid
I
enough.
don't think that's stupid. If he does that, that's a lot smarter than
It's not
playing
even
Sterling.
about stupidity. You know what it is? I think it's probably better for you that he doesn't start him
Desperation is what it is.
and use him as an impact sub.
It's not desperation. There's no other option, LB.
So it's desperation then.
Desperation.
There's no other option. It's desperation, bro.
Yeah. I get you. But the point, like, look, I hear what you're saying, Husam, because him coming off the bench can have that impact. But the thing is, West Ham are not Leicester. I think West Ham are a lot better than Leicester. If we let it wait till the last 20
Are they
minutes,
really?
15 minutes, I think they're a lot better than. I think there are 3 players
What
at
was the
West Ham that
score
can
Arsenal
really
West Ham last
harm
season
us.
at the Emirates?
Thing is, like,
We lost 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah. So I wouldn't.
Thing
go
is,
for-
I get you lost last season and stuff, but West Ham are absolutely horrendous. Like, they're
They are
genuinely
dog shit.
horrendous.
I don't think they've won in the last 5 Prem games. Eh?
Yeah,
Nah,
they're
the
actually
manager
dumb.
bounce is gone. Gone.
Can I tell you one
And
thing? You
they're
want to
in a
know how?
relegation fight? 27
You want to know how
points.
shit West Ham are? Chelsea beat them.
Yeah, bro. But then how shit will Leicester?
Chelsea
and
have
even
like
they give
2
us a
wins
tough
in
game.
10. Chelsea have like
Leicester
2 wins in 11. One of them is West Ham.
Yeah, but Leicester had only 1 win in the last 7 or 8. Everything else was a loss. And guess who
Yeah.
the 1 win was against? It's against the gift that keeps on giving, Tottenham. So it doesn't really matter. Like, this is why
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying, like,
Are you
was
actually
gonna
worried
say-
about West Ham this Saturday?
I'm
yeah,
not
for Sam.
worried, but I'm saying this is why he shouldn't start Moreno on the bench. He needs to start him, in my opinion. Because, by the way, Merino doesn't start. Who starts? Don't tell me Sterling. Because then I'll just take a bottle and bang it on my head.
No,
play
I'm
with
saying
10 men.
Nwaneri, Trossard.
Yeah. And? Exactly.
Sterling.
There's no one
Sterling.
else. There's literally no one else. It has to be Moreno. There is another option, I'll tell you this, honestly. And I genuinely think he should try it. I don't know why he's not trying it. Which is playing Trossard in the middle, Nwaneri on the right, and actually playing Lewis Kelly as a left winger and letting Calafiori play as left back. Because Lewis Kelly actually is not a left back. He's a midfielder. He's a good dribbler. He's quick. He can shoot with his right and his left. He can cross. I would rather have that because at least I'm playing a young player who likes to dribble, likes to take on people, has amazing work ethic, very good dribbling skills, and can finish. Versus starting that's actually my preferred lineup. And then Calafiori.
It's a problem. It's your problem of your own making or of Arteta's making. Should have got a striker 2 years ago.
Let me just do a couple of these super chats and then I want to ask you a Liverpool question because you guys are making this about Arsenal. So just wait. Last 15 games, Arsenal and Liverpool have won 10 games, 5 drawn, and 23 goals scored. Do we actually have the same exact record?
Yeah. Last 10 games, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, but
It's going to be tight in the last
games,
10 games. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go. There's
you
no
look at
way
the
we have
last
the
three-
same exact record.
if you look at the last 3, Arsenal have gained 4 points on you in the last 3 games. You've drawn
Husam,
one, drawn, and
the
they've
gap
won
between
1-1.
us, the gap between us is only from the first 4 months. It's not from the last few months. Last few months we have balanced each other out. We drop points, you drop points. You drop points, we gain. It's not been. You
Yeah.
haven't extended the gap. Do you remember the gap was 9 points between us at one point? It was 9 points.
No, it never got to 9 points. The
It did
maximum
get to
was
9
6.
points. No, with us. I'm saying with Arsenal, not with City. With City, you were 8 points ahead. And with Arsenal,
No,
you
are
were
you
9
talking
points
about with a game in hand?
No, even without the game in hand. I think you were not before the Everton game got rescheduled. There was a time when you guys were 9 points ahead.
No,
of
I
us.
don't think we were 9 points ahead. We were 6 points ahead.
100%. After we lost to Newcastle and drew to Chelsea, the gap went to 9 points between us and you guys.
Yeah, but it was with a game in hand. That's my point.
Nah, man.
I'm
Everton's
100%
game was
Ashraf.
after
I'm
Chelsea.
genuinely 100% sure. Because one of the
Yeah.
criticisms is the gap is the same exact gap.
Nah, bro. I'll check and tell you. I'm 100%.
Maybe
sure.
the closest you were was when you were 2-0 up against Villa. The gap was 4 points. Then when it ended up being a draw, the gap became 6 points again. So it's the same exact gap, 6 points, literally. It got to 9 points,
tell you.
but we were a game like you had a game less.
I'll just check it now.
Would it not
Check
been
it.
of a weekend where
Yeah,
you
it
played
was.
and they hadn't? No.
Yes, even the guys are saying it was 9 points without a game in hand. I'll check it now and I'll confirm.
Yeah, double check. I'm losing faith in Slot. Arsenal will wrap up the league easily. I don't see us even drawing against City. Forget winning. We're not winning the Premier League, is what Sedant is saying. You know, I'm more towards head loss than I am relaxed, but I'm not gonna say we aren't winning the league just yet. Come back after Newcastle. I'll tell you exactly what I think, inshallah. Liverpool began collapsing after the United draw 2-2. The thing is, like, the way that we've drawn some of these games is actually pathetic. Like, United draw, could have lost with Maguire's chance at the end. Newcastle draw, Kelleher error. Everton draw, Tarkovsky. The draw yesterday, dog shit attackers. Every single draw is even more painful than the other one. Big up to Aboud, who says, I'll match my biggest donation if Arsenal... Why should it be if Arsenal win the league, Habibi? It should be if Liverpool win the league. بعدين معك Aboud. Aboud, big up to Aboud. He dropped the biggest donation in channel history. He dropped the 1,000 piece. Big up to you. Shukran, Habibi. Appreciate you always. You know, I don't know why you should donate if Arsenal win the league, because I'll be in tears if that happens. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'll
but
cheer you
Sam,
up,
I'm looking at it after game week 11. We drew to Chelsea, and you guys beat Villa 2-0. You were 28 points, we were 19. It was 9 points and no games in hand. 11.
You went back to game week 11, you shameless bastard. Game week 11?
What do you mean? Because I'm telling you the gap was 9 points. That's it. What,
The gap was 9 points in game week 11. عيب عليك,
which
والله.
is more embarrassing.
Quarter
The
of
fact that
the
we
way
only
through the
played-
season.
The fact that we only played 11 games and the gap was 9 points is even more embarrassing for us. What do you mean?
That's such a long time ago. حرام عليك. Game week 11. Game week
point was
11, there
wrong.
is still 27
was
game
di-
weeks left.
Sam,
Hey, I'm happy to go
Sam,
back to game
don't
week 4 and
deflect.
discuss
Sam,
that
don't
week if
deflect.
you
You
want.
said the gap never went to 9 points with all games in played. I have just proven to you it did go to 9 points with all games level. That's my point. So in the last couple of months, you haven't extended the gap. That's it. It's actually reduced. in
ربي
my opinion.
يزيدني صبرا.
You know, if Liverpool lose the title, it's because of
Hold on.
Forest, yeah?
خذ لك, that's too easy. Okay عبود, okay, you want Arsenal to win the league, هاي اخرتها. تركت الخبز والملح يا عبود يا حبيبي. تركت التاريخ اللي بيناتنا مشان ارسنال. ماشي ماشي عبود. انا مش
Abud,
حنسالك.
he's been shitting on your club for the last 2 years, saying you
That's a lie. I respect Manchester City.
stars.
Stop lying.
Sure,
You get
sure.
me. Everyone knows you
LBL
get
will
me. City
justify
pool
against
and that. City pool and that. Stop
City
it. City
pool.
pool. Hamza sending me clips from the. Did you guys see Hamza's clip?
Some, the treatment apparently is to hope Liverpool Red win the league. My blood pressure is good, my oxygen is good.
This guy is so funny, man. Isn't it? He's the funniest guy, bro.
I saw a video of a City content creator drinking from a Liverpool mug. He's like, we can't let these southern softies win the league. I'm like, wow, leave it in the north. I'm like, okay, shit. Like,
Yeah.
you guys.
That's probably
hate
too
Arsenal
far
that
for me.
much.
I can't lie, but yeah.
Yeah, I hear him. I'll send you a snap of Bernardo Silva after it happens. يا أخي, have some shame. Have some shame يا أخي. Why do you like my pain and my misery يا أخي؟ حرام عليك عبود يا أخي. في بناتنا خبز وملح إحنا. بعدين أنا عشت بالإمارات 20 سنة يا أخي. في بناتنا حب ومودة. وضيعت الحب والمودة مشان أرسنال. Sorry, I'm just telling him I forgot LB doesn't speak Arabic. My bad, LB.
Come on, City. Let's
Talking
go.
about
Bernardo
bread and
Silva.
salt, man. LB.
Did you just say, come on, City, you disgusting fraud? Look at you. Huh? Come on,
100%.
City. Come on, City now, huh?
Bro, when Spurs were playing City last season, I was saying, come on, Spurs, so we could win the league. I don't care. I'll
Nah, I'm
support
with
Spurs.
you. I'm with you. I don't do none of this. Oh, I will never support my rivals.
Yeah,
against
exactly. Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
tell you something. 4 years ago, when McTominay scored Ederson Howler, I celebrated. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna
You
win the
have
league.
to.
I don't care, wallah.
100%. That's crazy if you don't. Yeah.
I think LB can learn Arabic. I think he's intelligent enough for it, Nevins. I'll be honest with
The
you.
only one I know, Yalla,
Yalla,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Wallahi.
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 What else I know?
Kelb. Kelb's a good one. Nice and easy.
Huh?
Kelb.
I'll teach you how to
Oh.
say my name is LB. It's so easy. Anna.
No,
which
fuck off.
means
I'm
me.
not. No. I'm not.
It's
doing
I swear it's genuinely so basic. Anna
Yeah, that is
is
right.
me.
Yeah.
Anna is me. Ismi LB. That's it. Anna ismi LB.
Sound, yeah.
You know what you should learn?
It's
how
so
to
easy,
say...
LB. There's no way you can act like that's a difficult sentence. Anna ismi LB. That sounds difficult. There's no agha, nothing.
You
Anna,
have no
but
idea.
the
You have no
easiest
idea
word
what he's
to
making
learn.
you say, LB.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Don't
easiest
lie,
word to
you're
learn
such
is
an asshole,
Husam's
Ashraf.
name.
I can't do it,
Husam's
man.
name, if you say it
Here,
properly,
Anna
it's
ismi LB.
Sam.
Wallahi, this just like this.
Oh
is
yeah,
a-
the halas one, innit? I know that one as well, bro.
Khalas.
right
You
here.
gotta spit it out a little. Khalas, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you can't let
Khalas.
LB try to say the kha. It's too difficult for him. It's too early. Too early to say the kha. Hey, we have Arabs. We have to teach them Arabic first. Salam alaikum. Let's see all these world-class players. Arsenal have 0. Got all-timers, Van Dijk, Salah, etc. We only have one 17-year-old with Mikel. Have shame. Do you think
I
this
think
is
we have
like a bit
world-class players.
exaggerated?
I think we have world-class players. We only have 17-year-old. Nah, it's BS. That's absolute BS. We do have some world-class players. Saliba, I think, is world-class. I think Odegaard, I know he's not performing at that level, but based on the last 2 seasons, has been world-class. Saka, I know he shouldn't count because he's injured, but when he's fully fit, and hopefully he'll be back in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, in my opinion, is world-class. So I do think we have world-class players.
You can't throw this word world-class around willy-nilly, man.
No, I'm not throwing it willy-nilly.
No,
I'm saying
you are. They have to
Saliba.
be defined firstly.
Yeah, okay, so I'll define it for you. Someone who starts in majority of the teams out there, if not all of them. Saliba is wanted by the best team in the world and starts for them. Saka would start for majority of the teams out there in the world as a right winger. Odegaard, my opinion, based on the last 2 seasons, not this season, based on the last 2 seasons, starts for majority of the teams out there. So,
Can I give you unpopular opinion? I think Gabriel is closer to world class right now than Saliba.
I don't
And-
disagree. I
do think you have a world class player, Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, but Gabriel, how old is Gabriel?
27.
26.
no?
So,
Right, so
27.
Gabriel's what, 23?
Oh,
Saliba.
Saliba,
Saliba,
you
you
mean?
Saliba's
Saliba's
23,
only
24, yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's already at this level at 23. So yeah, I agree probably with you, Husam. But if you offered me one of them now, I'd probably take Saliba over Gabriel because of the potential that you've got, the growth.
Yeah, but it doesn't make him world class. Look,
Yeah,
for
but
me, when
world
I
class
define-
doesn't depend on potential.
No, I agree. I agree, but I'm just saying, like, if you, I know this is a completely different concept, but I'm just saying, if you offered me one, I'd take Saliba over Gabriel, even though I
Like
think Gabriel
with Kevin De Bruyne is a perfect example. Kevin De Bruyne's legs is gone, but he still is world class. You get what I'm saying?
he can be defined as world class for what he's
Yeah.
done. Yes.
Yeah.
And even though his leg is gone, if you bring him on in the 65th minute, he can change you a game in 30 minutes.
Correct. Yeah.
Pairs?
Yeah.
This is true.
And
That's
he's
why
won
he's world
stuff.
class.
And he's won stuff.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the big
I think
factor.
with Arsenal, the world class player for me is Saka. That's the world class player. Like that's
Yeah,
a player
but
I
this
can
guy
say
hasn't
is
won
world
anything.
class.
Saliba is one of the best defenders, if not top 2, top 3 in the world. In fact, according to many pundits and current players like Rudiger, is the best, and he's not
Yeah,
world
but
class.
why do you want to jump into world class?
Saka,
Ashraf?
who I can guarantee you has at least 3 wingers above him. If you look at all wingers, he's world class. I don't get that logic.
No,
And by
because you're
Wolfie's case,
jumping it.
by
You're
Wolfie's
jumping it.
logic, Harry Kane is not world class because he hasn't won anything.
Correct.
No, but that's
Wolfie has
BS.
logic?
That's BS.
You can
Everyone
go from
knows
being a
Harry
good
Kane
player,
is world
exceptional
class.
player. Why does everyone always want to jump it to world class? For
Do you
me, you want world
understand
class. You're
what
looking
world
at
class
the elites.
is?
You're
World
looking at the
class
elites.
world class doesn't mean who's won the most. World class means.
Did I say
so
that?
I'll give you guys. I don't know if you guys follow horse racing. Do you guys have any of you guys followed horse racing in the past?
No.
Ever?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So I'll give you guys a quick
We
thing
have
of
lives.
what they do in horse racing, and I'll link it up to football. In horse racing, when you look at the biggest races in the world, right? And maybe anyone who follows horse racing can tell me in the chat. Do you have like your group 1, group 2, group 3? So, for example, in the major races, a group 3 horse will not run in a group 1 race because they know group 1 is the fastest of the fastest. You cannot compete with a group 3. That doesn't mean everyone in group 1 has won stuff before. It's the same with football. Think about it this way. The reason why Harry Kane is world class, yes, he hasn't won anything, but everyone knows for the last 6-7 years, he's easily been top 3 strikers in the world, which means he's at such a class level, he can play for any team in the world, start for them, and he'd probably win if some of the circumstances were
That
correct.
doesn't matter. You're jumping it
take it
to
away
world
from
class.
him.
You can say Harry Kane is a great striker, has scored goals, but until he's influenced the team to win something, you cannot put them in a world class category. Why are you trying to bunch so many? The point of world class is to
I disagree with
filter
that
out the
completely,
elites.
by the way.
Crazy.
You can disagree. But
The reason why I disagree with that is, look, football is a team sport. Not every team
Exactly.
is in a position to win.
It's not
That's
tennis.
just the
It's not
reality.
tennis.
You want to come up here and you want to say stuff like it's badminton. It's not, Habibi. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, perfect example. Salah is having an all-timer season this season. None of you can blame Salah if we don't win the league this year. Not a single person.
Yeah, but
He's
Salah's
done
already won a
everything
title
required of him.
and he's won a Champions League.
He won us 3 points at Goodison, won us 3 points at Newcastle, won us 3 points at Villa, and every single he has 7 GA in 3 away, very difficult fixtures, and we didn't win a single one of them. None of them is his fault.
Okay, but has he already won trophies?
Bro,
Maybe,
okay, let's go by that logic.
That's
Let's
the thing.
assume somehow, God forbid, please forgive me for saying this. Let's assume somehow Liverpool lost that final to Spurs. And let's assume they didn't win like the league in 2020. But Salah did everything that he's been doing so far. He's done it for the last 7 years. Nothing's changed from his perspective. Just his team somehow bottled it. Would that take away from Salah's class level?
Yeah. Well, firstly, that didn't
It'll
happen
take away-
because
it'll
he
take
did
away from his-
influence it. Yes, of course
Wolfie,
it would. Of
It'll
course
take
it
away
would.
from his
When
Wolfie, it'll take away
Messi
from his
hadn't won a World
legacy,
Cup,
not
it was
from
held
world
against
class.
him. When Messi hadn't won a World Cup, it was held
Yes.
against him.
Wolfie, you're talking about two different things. It's affecting their legacy. Yes,
Exactly.
I agree. Not their world-class status.
Yeah, but the
World-class status is your
categorization is
ability,
based
your
on how you
performances.
define the
Yeah, but
word.
world-class status has nothing to do with legacy, though. Those are two different
Exactly.
things.
No,
Very
but I
different.
am saying to be world class, you have had to at least been or influence the team to get the major trophies. Otherwise, I hear world class. There's Arsenal fans that are saying Wanyeri's world class now. This is the problem.
Yeah, but I don't think.
People
But I
jump
don't
and
think.
define
Okay,
things
okay,
in
wait,
Yeah,
wait,
but
wait,
I don't
wait,
think.
wait,
I'll tell you
wait,
something
wait,
right now.
Tom,
Okay, I'll give you an
Tom.
example.
Finish. I
I
got it.
don't
Wallah, I
think
got him. I
Harry
got him.
Kane
I
is
swear to
the
God.
reason why Spurs didn't win stuff.
Exactly. That's one. Second thing, Wolfie, by your definition, you said you have to win trophies. What trophies? Can you name them?
The majors. So
Yeah,
whatever
so-
the
so
major
do you-
is in the league you're in, or the European competition,
Yeah.
or on
So
the
do
world
you have
stage.
to win? So do you have to win all the majors, or one major, or three majors? Which
No,
major?
once you win a major, then you can be in the conversation. That's
So
my
if Harry
definition.
Kane had an FA Cup with Spurs, he's world class.
That's not a major.
That is a major. You
No,
UEFA,
no,
FIFA,
for me.
everyone defines that as a major trophy.
No.
The FA
The
Cup.
Champions League and the Premier League are the majors domestically in this country.
That's
I hear,
crazy.
and I think Kane's an interesting one
Ridiculous.
because he's been an elite level goal scorer for many years, but ultimately, you know, when he comes to world class, surely you have to talk about mentality as well.
Thank you.
And he's not got the mentality of a world class player, has he?
How? How is he not
Well,
got the
first,
mentality?
well, I'll tell
Look
you
at the
why.
England
'Cause
team.
if he was world class, he would have left Spurs years before he did.
Mhm.
He tried to come to City, and he got screwed over by Daniel Levy.
No, he didn't get screwed over. He didn't.
He had a
get released-
contract.
Exactly, and he didn't have a release clause in the contract. If he was world class, he should have said to Daniel Levy, "I'll sign the contract, but I want a release clause in there." Not
So
a
okay. So now,
gentleman's agreement.
according to LB, now world class has to also include business intelligence. If you don't have business
No.
intelligence, put
No,
a
he's saying
release
football
clause,
IQ.
that
It
affects you.
includes making the correct decisions and going to the correct football clubs. So you can win
Guys,
stuff.
who's
Okay, one
who's a
second,
better-
Wolfie.
No,
I'm gonna
sorry,
destroy.
sorry.
I'm gonna destroy Wolfie
Yeah.
right now. Who's
Okay,
the best
go on.
striker in football history, Wolfie?
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that. Who's the
Who's the best
world's
striker in
best-
football history,
In
Wolfie?
football history. Pelé.
Yeah.
But I never saw him, so I can't judge him.
Okay, no. I'll make it easier. Who's the better striker, R9 or David Villa? Who's more world class?
R9.
Okay,
R9 has never won a
R9.
Champions League ever.
R9 didn't win the league in Holland. He didn't.
Yeah.
He won one league title while playing for Barcelona and Real Madrid. Only one league title in La Liga.
So he
Combined.
won, yeah?
He never won the league in Italy,
So he won.
and
Yeah.
David
he
Villa-
has 0 Champions Leagues.
Mhm.
Zero.
What about World Cups?
David Villa has a
What about
Champions
Copa
League.
Americas?
Yeah, fair.
Okay,
David
so-
Villa has a World
So
Cup.
he did actually
David
Did
Villa
I
has a World
say?
Cup.
Did I say
David
that
Villa has
if
a
you
Champions
win?
League.
Hold on. Did I
David
say
Villa
if
has a
you win,
Euro-
you
David
automatically
Villa has
become
all those
world-class?
things. David Villa has
Yeah, but
everything.
Wolfie's
in
not
the
Did
city.
I
saying
say
if
World
you
if
Cup,
win
you
the
win,
most,
you
that makes you more
automatically
world-class.
become world class? No,
Yeah,
I
but
said it's a
LB,
criteria.
David Villa has everything that Wolfie stated, which is La Liga, Champions League, World Cup, and Euros.
And David
Was that
Villa
my
a
only
world-class player.
definition?
No. We
Okay,
asked
guys,
which one is
no
the
one
more
no one in the planet is taking David Villa over R9. Okay, R9.
No, but
I'm
David Villa's a
taking-
world-class player, so is R9.
David Villa is fantastic, but R9 is a level above. When we talk
Yes,
about
of course he
R9,
is. Of course he
yeah,
is.
but when we talk
But
about
they're still both
R9, we
world-class
don't even.
players.
Okay, if I say like top 5 strikers of this modern generation, 99% of the people will name the following names:
You're missing
R9,
definitions all over the
R9,
place.
Suarez, Henry, Samuel Eto'o, and the
Suarez.
fifth one is usually disagreed on. Some will say Lewandowski, some will say Benzema, some will say whoever. But like regardless, like those are the
Aguero,
5.
no.
No, you can say Aguero, no problem. That's what I'm saying. The 5th is disagreed on. No one mentions David Villa.
Yes,
And
that's
there is
because football's fallen off, and there's about fucking 20 different strikers cooking around then.
Okay,
Cavani
then-
was not even spoke about back in the day. He'd be one of the best strikers in world football.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
R9 was the best striker in the world when football
Yes,
didn't
and he was
fall off.
world class, and David Villa was.
And he has
also
only one
world-class.
league title and 0
Well, come
Champions
on.
League.
And zero Champions Leagues.
And
Does he have a World Cup?
You realize Haaland is more successful than R9. You realize this.
right,
Okay,
and what,
you
I don't
do
know what
realise-
that means.
Wait,
I
so
don't know
guys,
what
guys,
that
well-
proves.
1 second, Wolfie LB was Mandzukic world class?
No, I
In
would
my
say no.
opinion, I don't know. What's
I
his
would
record?
Why
say
not?
he was
Because
world-class.
why not? He won a treble as a starting striker
Because-
for Bayern Munich.
Okay,
Because-
again,
just
you're
because
doing
you're-
this thing
A
by saying
treble.
if you've won, you're world class. I have not said that.
That's
I have
not
not
what
said
anyone
that.
said.
I said to be world class, you've had to have won as well. That's the difference. Don't
That
conflate
makes
two
no
things.
sense. You're penalizing
And also,
a
just
player
because you
for-
become world class, it doesn't mean you're all on a level pedestal. Like, where are you
No,
getting
but
these
Wolfie-
thoughts from?
what you're
Okay, do you
doing
think
is
Steven Gerrard is world class?
No.
Oh
That's
my
mad.
In
Leave-
my
No,
opinion,
I
no.
I
But
just
would he
think Wolfie-
qualify to be world class? Yes.
I just think
But
Wolfie, you're
even using
penalizing
your
players.
logic, which is he has the ability and he has a Champions
Okay,
League.
what
So
did I
now
just
what?
say? In my opinion, no. But by the can he qualify for world class? Yes.
I
He
just think you're
said Gerrard is
penalizing.
not world class.
Yeah, I
Gerrard
think it's
is
mad.
I knew that
better
I'd
than
wind
any
you up.
player in Nottingham Forest history. Stop being a fraud.
I would say Frank Lampard was better than Gerrard.
But that's not the
That's a
question.
different argument. That's a different
I'm
argument.
just trying to.
But they are
the
both
question.
world class. Gerrard is world class.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can define Gerrard as world class. I'm saying, in my opinion, I wouldn't.
Okay, listen here, Keir Starmer. I'm asking you to not give me a fucking answer in Parliament. You're on Don Husam, this football channel. In
Okay.
Wolfie's opinion, is Gerrard world class?
Yes, he is world class, but I still
Halas.
think Lampard's better.
That's not the question.
That's
I
not
just gotta add that in.
I just think you're penalizing players for a team sport.
Yes,
thing.
because not everyone can be called world class. That's my point.
Yeah, but we're not calling everyone world class.
No,
We're
but
calling
you're ready to chuck anyone. I'm saying put some definitions in to qualify for world class. One of them
I-
needs to be
I
major
define them.
trophies.
No, it doesn't have
Okay,
to.
Ashraf,
I
just
disagree.
1 second. Can I tell you a genuine example right now from I'm gonna use an example from this league, and I'm gonna use an example of a player that was in this league and then left this league. Fairs? So I'm gonna use both examples. Number one, let's say Chris Wood. Use your striker as an example. Let's say Chris Wood next season scores 34 goals, breaks the Premier League record, but Forest finished third. He had a world-class season. That season, he was world-class for a year. Erling Haaland scores 21 goals, but City win the league. Would you say Haaland had a better season than Chris Wood just because they won the league?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, no problem. So now I ask you a different question. Rafinha was at Leeds United. Not a single person called him world class. Not a single person had him in even like top class caliber. He goes to Barcelona. Is the reason why he's world class his performances or the fact that he won La Liga?
Say that again. Sorry, I was reading a comment.
So Rafinha plays for Leeds United. No one
Yeah.
calls him world class. No one mentions him in that caliber.
They
He moves
did,
to
but
Barcelona.
go on.
Is the reason why? Can you stop mentioning deluded Leeds fans? We're talking objectively here.
Well, Barcelona bought him, so there must have been some people
Okay,
that rated him.
And Chelsea wanted him. Chelsea bought Madueke. Point is, when it comes to Rafinha, so he goes to Barcelona. Is the reason why he's world class now his performances or the fact that he won La Liga with Barcelona?
Okay, again, you're conflicting definitions, aren't you? So he's gone to Barcelona because he was a good player with potential. And now he's won stuff. You can start to consider him for world class. That's all I'm saying.
Nobody thinks he's world class because he's won La Liga 2 seasons
Okay,
ago.
he can be
he's world class
discussed
because he's
as a
performing at
world
that
class
level.
player. Okay, well, if he goes and wins, say they win the Champions League, say he goes and wins the World Cup or whatever, gets international, then start having those discussions. I'm just saying.
Okay. Fine. I'll just ask Wolfie.
Into world class
Wolfie,
category.
Wolfie, quick one, and please give me an unbiased answer. Don't just give me like an agenda
Okay.
against Arsenal. Is Saliba one of the best defenders in the world? Is
Yes.
Saliba one of the best centre backs in the world?
Yes.
Is he like top 3?
Five.
Potentially top 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So Saliba, according to Wolfie, guys, is one of the best defenders in the world, but it's not world class because he
Correct.
hasn't won a trophy yet. That is
Correct.
ridiculous. That is his legacy. That has nothing to do with his actual ability
Yeah, but
and
football's also
status.
fallen off, so it's easier to be
No,
world
because
class
you're the
nowadays.
standards
No, it
you're
hasn't.
holding are so
What do you
weak. I get
mean?
it from an
Well,
Arsenal
Saliba
fan.
at-
you just
Saliba
said,
at 23
you
is
just said,
performing better than most defenders at his age for the last 20 years.
So he's
That
world
is the
class for
reality.
you, yeah?
no, I don't think so. You just said that he is world class because he's in the top 5 defenders, right? However, football's fallen off. It is now
He
easier.
said top 5. I didn't say top 5, by the way, but yeah.
You said
Okay,
top
but you
3.
said top 3.
I think top 2, in my opinion, not even top 3.
Wow.
Okay, so you think
Alongside
he's
Gabriel.
you think he's the second best defender in the world, right?
Okay.
But you also accept
think
that if we
it's
went back 10, 15 years ago, he wouldn't be in the top 5, top 6, top
No,
7.
I
be in the
don't
top
accept
20.
that.
You
I
don't
don't
accept that?
I don't accept that. One for 2 things, 2 reasons.
I don't
One
accept
is,
that either, LB. That's such a stretch.
It's such a weird stretch.
I think
First of all,
Saliba could have worked in any era. I think
Yeah,
Van
I
Dijk
didn't
could
say
have
it
worked
didn't
in
work.
any
I
era.
said he wouldn't be the top 5 centre backs going back
I
10,
think
15
he would.
years ago.
If Saliba was in our Invincibles team, I think he
So he'd
starts
be better
over
than
Kolo
Ramos.
Touré.
He'd be better than Vincent
I think he
Kompany,
starts.
he'd be better
If
than
Saliba was,
all these dons.
yeah. So I'm giving you an example of Arsenal. If Saliba was in the Arsenal Invincibles team, he would start along with Sol Campbell instead of Kolo Touré, and he would be considered one of the best defenders at the time.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree
Okay, yeah,
with
but
that.
that's because you
best defender
specifically
doesn't make him
picked
world
out a team
class.
that's fixed for you, yeah?
No,
point
I
is,
picked
if you go
Arsenal
back
because I can only
10
pick
years
my.
ago, if you go back 10 years ago, he would not be top 5, top 6 centre backs in the world.
How do you know that?
Who
What do you
would be
mean?
better than him 10 years ago?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Vincent Kompany was there.
2015.
Go further back.
Ramos, Sergio Ramos.
Okay, well,
Guys,
Ramos.
Yeah.
You had, I don't know if PK was
the
still
Italian
about.
defenders.
PK was
they
not
did-
world class.
PK!
You
PK
are-
was known to be garbage at that time, let alone now.
Oh, bro,
At that time.
you know what I mean, bro. Stop being argumentative. You know the point that I'm making. The point
Yeah,
is,
no,
you
I
know,
actually
like 10,
don't.
15 years ago,
I actually don't.
You're trying to tell me you're literally trying to put Saliba on the pedestal of players like Vincent Kompany and even like, I don't know, Vidic.
Can I say
And
this? Can I
Ramos.
say this?
John
Can I say
Terry,
this?
Can I say this?
Nesta,
At
Cavani,
the age of
Maldini.
23,
Like these are world
at-
class. These are world
at-
class. This is the
because you're-
definition of world
because
class.
you're thinking of them now that they have retired. At 23, nobody thought of Company that way. Nobody thought of PK that way. You're thinking about it now
they
because
still
you know what
haven't
they have
won the
done.
stuff, bro. To
But that's
qualify
a legacy
themselves.
question. But that's a legacy
This is
question.
the problem. You're probably one who is Ranieri world class.
Of course not. No.
You sure?
He hasn't proven to do anything of like 2-3 years in a row. I'm picking players who have done it for at least 2 seasons at the highest level.
That's
I know
your
we haven't won
standard.
anything.
2 seasons. 2 seasons.
I'm saying 2 seasons minimum because for me, when Salah did what he did with Liverpool in 2017,
what's your
2018,
criteria
and then
to
2018,
be world class?
2019,
Ashraf, clarify your criteria to be world class.
I meant this. There's a bunch of things. I think one of them is minimum 2 consecutive years of good performances because a lot of players have 1 season wonders. And secondly, you need to be considered one of the best in the world in your position. That for me is what I could look at world class. Whether it's top 2, top 3,
Is
top 5, I'll
Guirassy
leave that to
world
you
class?
guys.
Is Guirassy
No.
world class?
No,
but
because
had
he's not in
2
that category.
consistent years being the best in his position
But
in
he-
the Bundesliga.
Good. That's a good one, but he's not considered one of the best strikers in the world.
Yeah,
at all.
he's not
Yeah,
the
but
best
no,
midfielder
but
in the
by your
Bundesliga at
definition.
all.
I
Your
can
definition.
think of. Did you hear my whole definition? I said there's a bunch of factors combined. One of them is this. So this is the minimum you need to do. For
Okay.
example, if I don't know, Martinelli, he had an amazing season 2 seasons ago. I cannot say he's world class because he only did it once. And
Okay,
then the
so
2
why
seasons
was
after,
it
he
when I
stopped.
said to you, one of my definitions is major trophies, you made every argument about the conversation about one of my definitions?
Because
Because-
in football history, we can bring up so many silly, stupid examples of players
can't.
with trophies that are nowhere near. Okay, you want me to go there? First of all, before I go there,
Again, you just
Somebody
didn't hear what I
in the chat
said.
for my
Wait,
guy,
you
Tyler
didn't hear what I
Jones.
said, did you?
One
I
second,
said
one
one of
second.
my
I'm
I'm gonna
definitions.
rebuttal one second.
Sorry.
Somebody's in the
That's
chat for my
that's
guy.
a big super chat.
Tyler
Nice
Jones
one.
dropping in the 320
Oh,
piece.
shit.
Big up to you, Tyler. I like
That's
Tyler.
a big one.
Come on,
Everyone,
bro.
please give
Big up,
Bubbles in
Tyler.
the chat for him.
See,
This is the
Tyler's
second
world class,
biggest
man.
super chat
Tyler
in
is
the
world
history.
class.
That's a world
That's a
class
world
super
class.
chat, bro.
That's a
That's a world
world
class
class
super
super
chat right
chat.
there. Big up to you. Shukran, Habibi Tyler. I appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, Habibi. Here's the thing. You realize how many players, because I had this argument with Lee. So this brain filled with information, I will destroy you right now. Who's the best left back in history of football?
I know who you're gonna say.
Stop,
Wallahi, I know
stop.
who you're gonna say.
Who's best left back in football history, Mr. Wolfie?
I know who you're gonna say.
What,
He's
in
Brazilian, I'll
history
give
or
you a
that
help.
I've seen?
No. You tell me Wolfie's opinion. Best left back in modern era. Happy now? Modern era.
Maldini.
Wrong. The best left back is Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Because he won 2 Champions Leagues. He won 2 trebles. He won the league. One second.
That's not what they
Let me
said.
land.
No, let him finish.
Maxwell was the starting left back. He won the Brazilian
Starting.
league and the Dutch
Starting.
league and the Italian league and the Spanish league and the French league and Champions Leagues and trebles.
Treble. He won a treble as well. So
Trebles.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
not
yeah, he won
total.
2,
It's not
correct.
the total trophies. It's just that you
Thank
have
you.
to have won something.
No.
really.
But LB and Wolfie, let me explain to you why Husam brought that argument up. Because if you're going to say to qualify to be world class, you need to have trophies. That means you're indirectly also saying that trophies play a role or have weight in your legacy in terms of
They
world class
do, but not the
status.
total
Of course they
amount.
do.
Not the total amount.
Yeah, I understand.
We
but
just
the
want to
reality
see that
is,
we just want to see that you've influenced the games enough to have won major honors.
I understand that, but my point is,
And just by
Maxwell
winning,
was a starting left back, not bench left back. I'm not picking like someone like Nicky Butt. He was a starting left back, won a treble with Inter Milan, won a bunch of leagues. I think 6-7 leagues.
you're just not getting it. You're not getting it.
You know what
Even
the
if you
perfect
won
example is?
something, doesn't mean you're world class. Like I'm sure Luke Chadwick won something at Manchester United that was made. Doesn't make him world class. What
I
I'm
picked a
saying,
starting player. You're picking some bench player.
what I'm saying
Different.
is it's part of the
It's a
criteria.
part of the game, and that's why I've got to say, using a Liverpool player, Gerrard, Istanbul, he influenced the game. He was world-class performance, and he was an influential part of why Liverpool won that Champions League. And that cemented his legacy because his world-class performance won a trophy and influenced the game and therefore won. Harry Kane, who's just sitting there farming 25 goals a season, but wins absolutely nothing because he's got zero mentality. You know what I mean? When he's in a big match against Italy and he could just pass the ball sideways to Sterling, who's literally got a tap in, and he decides to shoot or whatever and miss. Mentality's not there.
Guys, Henry
favourites for that tournament.
I'm gonna shit on my own.
There's no easy on that.
There is a very easy question. So you both mentioned Harry Kane. So if Harry Kane wins Bundesliga this year, he becomes world class.
Do you define that as a major?
It's a major league. It's a top 5 league.
Habibi, can you both? Okay, listen. I'm gonna put you both next to each other because me and Ashraf agree. Me and Ashraf don't need to talk. We ask a question. Harry Kane now this season wins Bundesliga. Does that make him world class because he wins Bundesliga? Very simple question.
I think for me, if Harry Kane wins the Bundesliga, you can have the conversation about him being world class.
I agree.
So the reason Harry Kane is classified now in world class,
because at least there's something there. At least there's something with a little weight. Now, had Harry Kane taken England, who were favourites to win the last tournament, to have won that final, then 100% you can put him in that category.
Which tournament were they favourites? They weren't favourites.
Oh, come on, man. When they lost to Spain in the final, whatever it was, the Euros.
They weren't favourites. The favourites
the Euros when they were in COVID.
Harry Kane's done nothing.
They weren't favourites back then either.
And he's had opportunities.
Exactly. It's not like he hasn't got to finals with teams or had a chance to win trophies.
The reason, I can't believe I'm defending a Spurs play, the reason Harry Kane hasn't won a trophy has nothing to do with him. It's because his team, Spurs, were not good enough to get him there.
The reality is, who missed the penalty against France? Who missed the penalty against France?
Who missed the penalty against France?
Guys, that happens with every
boundary. But that's nothing to do with him.
We could have Arsenal. Okay, but that's logic. Arsenal.
No, that's what you said. First, nothing to do with him.
Let me debunk your argument, because Henry's considered world class. When finally Arsenal had the chance to reach a Champions League, when we reach a Champions League final, we could win our first ever Champions League final in our history. That would change our entire history. He missed 2 sitters in front of goal. But after that, when we were 1-0 up, he missed 2 sitters in front of goal that could have made us 2-0 and we would have settled and won the game. He's also not scored in 9 finals.
He's won the Euros. He's won the Premier League.
Wait. I'm coming to it. He's also not scored in 9 finals. And in 2006, when his team needed him against Italy in the finals, he bottled it. He didn't have a good game, and Italy ended up winning the World Cup. I can easily pick examples of incredible players who screwed up in the finals.
But they still won stuff.
They've won other stuff.
Yeah,
they've won other stuff because they had amazing teams that helped them win there. For example, and I'm sure you guys have been watching football for that long. Everyone remembers the horrendous R9 final against France in '98, when he was getting in, one of the best players, voted for Ballon d'Or, incredible. In Brazil,
injured,
No, he played the final. What do you mean? He played the whole tournament.
And he was injured,
He came into the final, bottled it. They lost 3-0. And the next World Cup, yes, he had an amazing performance.
Well, stop crossing over stuff and chucking statements.
You remember that World Cup?
I told the people, go do your homework. If you watch the highlights of Brazil-Germany 2002 World Cup final, R9 misses about 4 tap-ins.
No. He's gone to 98. He's gone to 98 and talking about how he's done that. He was injured. He wasn't injured. He played that game. Stop it. My point is, Husam,
he wasn't injured. He played that game.
That 2002. Now, people would say he redeemed himself in 2002, which I agree, because he was top scorer. He scored 2 goals in the final. But had it not been for Rivaldo and Ronaldinho and other guys who were incredible that whole tournament,
who was before the top that final in that tournament?
It was Ronaldo. But before that final, Wolfie, because you're being disingenuous. Before that final, majority of people had Rivaldo as the best player in the tournament, right? So my point is, R9, as incredible as he was, didn't do well in the final of 1998. And because he had someone like Rivaldo, he had a team that could help him get to that tournament and win it. Harry Kane hasn't had that kind of support. That's just the reality.
Really? Talk to me about that penalty miss against France, bro.
What are you talking about, bro? We got to a final with England, bro. He got to a Carabao Cup final. He got to a Champions League final. He never delivered the goods. He missed a penalty against France. The fact is, whenever this guy's been in a big
Tell
game,
What about
Philip
cup
Phillips
final
not
against
good.
Man City, guys? Come on.
I've got to jump off, but I'll leave
Yeah,
you with this
let's
statement.
So
The
just
greatest
every time we
world-class
throw
player of
something
all
at you,
time,
though, Ashraf.
Zinedine Zidane.
Bro, big up
So,
Wolfie.
LB,
Every
you're
time I
you're
throw
telling
something
me
at you, you just go,
Philip
oh, we
Philip
can't do that one because of
yes,
this.
because LB, what you're doing is you're removing context. You expected Harry Kane for that Spurs team, the team that sacked their manager Mourinho before the final, to show up against the best team in the in the league, at least. Forget the world.
What,
The best
so
team in the
Harry
country.
Kane,
at that time.
Harry Kane can't score a goal. What, because he got no manager? What we're doing here?
No,
No,
because he's
I-
playing
I-
against a much
Champions League
superior
final.
team.
What about the
Let's
It
Champions
wasn't
League
Harry
final?
Kane for Liverpool. It
What
was
about
Harry Kane for
Listen,
Spurs.
Let's
about
be
the Champions League
balanced.
final?
Let's be balanced here. Look, with Harry Kane, the reason why Harry Kane is a very difficult discussion, Ashraf, and I'll concede this, and there's a reason why they have a strong argument, is the fact that he's won absolutely nothing. Every player in history that, like, okay, maybe R9 didn't win a Champions League, Gerrard didn't win a league, Cantona didn't win the Champions League, Ibrahimovic didn't win a Champions League, blah, blah, blah. So there's examples here and there. The problem with Harry Kane is he's won absolutely nothing. However, I do agree with Ashraf. That doesn't change the fact that he's a world-class player. The problem is I don't think he was in the conditions to win a league title. Very simply, the year where City wanted Kane, they ended up with Haaland. Had they signed Kane, he'd also won the league that year. So that's
He would have won the
that's
treble as well. He would have won a
yeah.
treble
So
as well.
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I don't really like to compare players using individual trophies. Anyway, let me just do these super chats quickly before we just carry on to Manchester City. Doubles in the chat again for Tyler Jones, second biggest super chat
Big
in
up,
history
Tyler.
of the channel. Big up to you, Habibi Tyler Jones, dropping in the
Wait, what was the
320.
biggest?
Aboud, 1,000
How much
dirhams,
was that?
mashallah, Habibi.
This is bigger, no?
Yeah, no, it's not.
319 Australian dollars, no?
No, yeah, it's Australian dollars, so it's times
Yeah.
2, not times 3, Habibi.
Ah, okay, fair.
I know currencies,
Big up.
mate. Big up to my guy Zedda2 says Havertz has more Champions Leagues than more world class than Kane. Yeah, but you see, this is where the argument becomes a bit edgy. And I'm not
No,
gonna go
because
there.
again, trophies do not equal world class.
Performances plus trophies equal world class,
But
and that's it.
I believe that trophies do come into it. But just because you've got a trophy, don't mean that you're world class.
I hear you. Not to the level of Van Dijk, Mohamed Salah, Sahib. Come on, brother. I hear you.
So
They
why are
comparing-
Madrid buying? Why are Madrid trying to buy Saliba, who's not world class? I mean, they're the best team in the world. They
No,
should
they
only
will.
buy world class
Listen,
players.
Saliba's
Well, buy him,
at
win
the
some
end of
because you don't win anything, and then they'll be world class.
Yeah, but why? Just go buy Van Dijk, who's already world class, no? Or
He's
Konate, who's already
pensioner,
world
isn't
class, right?
he?
Konate
He's
is already world
injury
class.
prone.
I
Okay,
disagree.
come
I
on.
don't think Konate is world class. They are comparing Salah with Rafinha, who is playing in the same league with Anthony, who just won 4 man of the match performances. Have some shame, respect the king.
That's BS.
You know, this is the one year where I'm actually like, I just can't be our going. Listen, you can have Mbappe, you can have Rafinha, you can have Ousmane Dembele if you want. I don't give a fuck. For me, Salah is #1 player in the world right now. You know, the fact that he plays with Darwin Núñez alone, he need to win like a different prize. Like, I think like if we win the league this season, he's like Messi caliber, just because Núñez exists. You know, he's playing against, like, you know, every game that Darwin Núñez plays, we're like down to 10 men automatically. He's the shittest player I've seen in my life. By the way, Husam, you're being shameless. All these players you got all timers, but still think Arsenal with a 17-year-old Trossard and Mikel will win us the league.
Yeah, Husam is doing that on purpose. Husam deep inside knows Liverpool are winning this for sure. He's just
Leopard
pretending
Nation.
like
Leopard
pretending.
Nation in the chat rise.
Bro,
Right.
you got to make sure that you.
Wallahi, Arsenal, you know, Arsenal fans have your laugh. But I'm telling you right now, you see this Saturday, if you lose or draw to West Ham, I'm going to raise hell on this platform.
Yeah.
Saliba-
But if they win and you lose or even draw, then you're getting cooked.
I'm going to raise hell anyway, because I'm going to cook my own players. Hold them accountable.
Okay.
Why the fuck did that happen?
Fairs.
Saliba and Asensio will be the best duo in the world. Oh, Asensio.
he's quality.
I like Asensio. I think he's a very good player, but I heard some things about him that, yeah, I'm not going to go there.
Allegations.
Yep, allegedly. Tyler Jones, world-class super chat. Definitely. Tyler Jones is a world-class super chatter. Big up Tyler Jones, man. One of the elite guys. Always support the channel. Been supporting me for 3 years now, man. What a guy. What a guy. Big up to you. Tyler, thank you so much for the super chat, Habibi. Guys, all the arguments that we've had, our veins are popping and we're screaming at each other. There's 800 people in here. We're not even at 300 likes yet.
Come on,
Have some
guys.
shame.
Man.
Guys,
We're
well, I
giving
have some
you
shame.
entertainment.
Yeah, like Tyler dropped the 320 piece, and you guys still haven't liked the video. Imagine.
Yeah, at least like it
How
for him.
shameless.
Come on.
Yeah, how shameless are you guys? Like the video, yeah. Nunes just
We just
probably
gave you the right definition of world class. Like it for that, guys. Come on.
Nunes is probably Arsenal's best forward this season. This is true. This is true because he's playing against us, innit? He's playing against us. Big up to my guy C who says Guardiola or Ice Spice. What's the difference? Perfect segue. City segment. Big up to all of you guys. As I said, like and subscribe, please. Mr. Lewis. Real Madrid 3. Manchester City 1. You're out the Champions League now. Probably only FA Cup to fight for. Talk to me, brother.
If we can win the FA Cup, I'll be absolutely buzzing. Unbelievably buzzing. I'm desperate to win that thing. Desperate to win the FA Cup now. If we can win the FA Cup and finish in the top 5, like that's amazing. Considering how our season has just been absolutely horrific. You know what I mean? That would be a huge W. So I'm desperate for it, man. I need this. We need this. My club needs this. And a lot of the players need it, man, because a lot of the players will be getting sold at the end of the season. It'd be nice for them to have a trophy to leave with, innit? So, yeah, man. That's where we're at, innit? Win me the FA Cup, get me top 5, and I'll be happy with that, man, considering how the season's gone.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we can cook LB because he said it like we're gonna lose to City. He's been realistic. I think there are other City fans who went a bit crazy. Mo, for whatever reason, like said, Mo, for whatever reason, said
yesterday all 3 of us on Straight Facts said City go through. Me, Mo,
that's
and
mad. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
I don't know how on earth.
I'm gonna tell you why. I thought he's gonna replicate the Newcastle lineup, and then I saw Gundogan and Bernardo and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, there's.
But can I say this? Even if he replicated the Newcastle lineup, I still think they'd lose.
Yeah, but
it's more.
But it's more athletics.
Bro, the thing is, yeah, I expected better from you as well, Husam, man, because you should know about the heritage of Real Madrid and the heritage of the Bernabeu, and the fact that we were going there. Playing absolutely horrific football. Granted, we played well against Newcastle, but it is awful. It is a one-off game. Going to the Bernabeu, you know, you like to talk about the history and the heritage of the Champions League, and you kind of, I feel like you disrespected that.
Mm-hmm.
You went up against one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. So.
You did disrespect that, innit, bro?
Listen, I'll tell you why I didn't disrespect it. You both know that I do go on match reactions on the Football Terrace sometimes. I've been telling people since August, never ever speak about Real Madrid in the group stages because I just don't care. And the likes of Terry and others were gaslighting. Oh my God, look, they lost to Lille. Oh my God, look, Milan gave them a game. Oh my God. And I kept telling them, guys, as soon as the knockout stage starts, it's a different team. However, I did say with Pep, that there is a possibility yesterday that you do something. I was disappointed in City's lineup and in City's performance because this was the last competition you have anything to fight for, to be honest with you. And, you know, the only thing left for you to have any form of integrity is let us win this Sunday.
No. That's actually why you should win. Yeah, that's why you should win this weekend because you want to get back, get back into momentum. Give the fans something to be happy about. But
we're not letting you win. It's your job. If you want to win this league, I'm not sure you obviously only won one in the COVID year, right? But it's your responsibility to win the league. It's not our job to give you the title. You understand that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want this league and you're desperate for this league, your job is to come to the Etihad on Sunday and beat us. Not asking us for a favor and going City pool. Yeah. Nah. Now I don't really want Arsenal to win, but I don't really want you to win, right? But I ain't just handing you the title, bro. So when we play on Sunday, I hope that we give it a good game. I hope we beat you.
I will say this, by the way, as bad as City have been this season, I get it, like injury here, injury there, and all that stuff. I don't get how your individual defenders, though, have somehow looked worse this season. I don't know if they have gotten worse or if they're just having a bad form. I would never. I know it's Mbappe. I think he's the best player in the world, like without taking form, just overall. But for him to cook players like that, the first goal, the way he just ran, this guy's got blinding pace, and he had that space and lobbed the ball that way. And even the third goal, like to give him that chance to shoot the ball. I see City players like walking for whatever reason. They don't sprint as much. They don't like have that desire to track back as much and to win the ball back as much. do you feel like that's just the players like mentally shut down from ages ago? Or do you think like maybe the players are just not good enough and they need to be? So I don't think it's the second one, to be honest.
Bro, I've been telling you this for weeks, if not months. I told you, when you watch City, stop looking at City from years ago and watch them, innit? You watched the game last night?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think?
No, you didn't. You're watching Liverpool Villa. You liar.
Well, I started with that and then I switched to Madrid. I swear to God.
Bro, I'm asking you
But,
the question, innit? What did you think?
I don't know. I just didn't feel you guys. The funny thing is, LB, the first
When you watched
game you guys
Gundogan and
played,
Bernardo running around that pitch, what did you think?
yeah, I know they were garbage and they didn't seem like they have desire, and obviously they lost legs. But LB, you played them a week before that. I know you guys lost. Yes, I know you lost 3-2. But I thought you guys looked amazing that game.
No. Let's have it right here, yeah? Whilst we actually played decent in that game, we were also very lucky that they didn't slap us up in the first half. Vinny had to hit the bar. We had one saved off the line from Ake. Mbappe had a few chances as well. So, yes, we played well, but they still could have scored 4 or 5 goals in that first half. Let's have it right.
Yeah, but that'll always be every team that plays against Madrid because these three are unstoppable. But my point is, even though they came and they were hot favorites and they have these three guys, you were winning 2-1 and there were 20 minutes, I remember, in that first half where honestly it looked like City versus like a washed out Madrid. I get now Rudiger's back, it's their ground, they're going to look better. I just don't understand because, you know, on the ball, right? And this is something like everyone who's played football understands this. Like on the ball, you try certain things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. That's fine. Sometimes you'll see players like do certain passes or dribbles and they don't pull off. Fair enough. But off the ball, there is no excuse for a top team like City, like Liverpool, like Arsenal, playing in these kind of competitions to not put in effort and run back. This isn't 15 years ago.
Bro. I think this is the difference, isn't it, between our opinions, is you don't think there's effort. I think there is effort. I just think we've got a 34-year-old man trying to run after Jude Bellingham, Vinny, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. There's only one outcome there, bro. The same with Bernardo Silva. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's just that's the facts. It's not. It's
no, but I'm talking about even your defenders. Even Diaz and Guardiola didn't seem okay. Maybe it was just yesterday, I guess. But even they didn't seem like they had that sort of desire and that energy to like track and I don't know. Like maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it's just a bit surprising.
You're reading too much into it. I've been
maybe.
I've been very, very clear on this. I just don't think the players are good enough anymore because they're too old. Simple as that. It's not a toxic thing. It's not anything to do with quality. It's just they're too old. They can't run. There you go. That's it. I think it's that simple.
But that's just two players, right? Bernardo Silva and Gundogan. Who else?
Kevin De Bruyne.
But he didn't start yesterday. He didn't play. I'm talking about the players who played.
It doesn't matter. It's the squad. The squad as a whole has dipped massively.
Okay, even Kevin De Bruyne. That's still three players. Who's the other old one? Because Kyle Walker is gone.
We had Husam playing at right back. We got no right back in our squad.
No, I'm picking on the old statement. So the only old players are these three, right?
Yeah.
There's no one else.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You got a goalkeeper who don't want to be here. You got a goalkeeper who don't want to be here. We've got no right back. Our centre backs keep getting injured every 5 minutes. Our two midfielders are over 30 years old and can't run. Our striker's out. Our greatest ever player in Kevin De Bruyne just can't move.
Tell me your starting 11 for Sunday. Okay. Not what LB would do. Tell me what Pep does Sunday.
Is Akanji back or is he still out?
Nah, he's done in it. He's probably out for the season.
Damn.
It'll be Ederson in goal, Gvardiol left back, Ake, Diaz, probably
Husam. Slowly. Ederson in goal, Gvardiol left back, Ake, Diaz, okay.
Probably Husam again at right back.
Right back. Okay.
I would do that.
Okay.
Damn.
Midfield, Nico Gonzalez.
What Pep would do, remember?
Yeah, I think KDB will start that game. Probably with Kovacic or one of the guys who can't move. Savio. I don't know about Haaland. I think Haaland might be fit for that game. So Haaland might start. Maybe, I don't know. Haaland.
Marmoush and Savio.
Yeah, maybe Mamouche starts again. Mamouche and Savio.
No Foden?
Maybe he gets benched. I don't know.
Do you think Pep tries to win that game?
To be honest with you, bro, I don't know who plays because it's difficult at the moment to pick.
I'm not gonna lie, Husam. genuinely, you guys should be going and winning that game. I
City
know
will.
it's
I think he'll
City.
try and win the
I
game,
know
but I'll
it's
take a
City.
point right now. A point for me is pretty good, isn't it?
City
I
will.
just I'll be surprised. Like I wouldn't be surprised or shocked because
Imagine
it's
the
City.
scoreline is like 1-0 to Liverpool. City get a penalty in the like 94th minute, and Haaland misses.
No.
The
No. If we let
the
Bernardo Silva take the
conspiracies
penalty,
these
bro.
guys would make.
If
would
we
be
let Bernardo Silva take the penalty, that would be the
and then he Panenkas that down the middle. Alisson just connects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel Liverpool have too much for them on Sunday. Man.
They already had the Son thing last year. Son missed it on purpose. I can only imagine. I swear to God, imagine like 93rd minute penalty. Oh, did I just lag out? I lagged out.
No. We
Nah,
can hear
bro.
you.
You're here, bro.
You're fine.
Am I
The
HD?
hell?
Hi.
Bro, we can hear you fine.
Sorry, my bad. Anyway, Haaland, 90th minute penalty, he skies it. Pow, Liverpool.
Yeah.
won
Then it's on purpose. He's pissed off at what Gabriel and Saliba did to him.
Ah, there you are. There you are.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, I think we have a
Had-
bit too much. I think we have a bit too much for City this Sunday. I think this will be the first win of the Etihad in 10 years.
10
That's what I
years. You
think.
haven't won in that long.
Yeah, bro. The last time we won was Gerrard winner, innit? The not world class player winning the game for us. 92nd, 91st, 92nd minute banger.
Was that the 3-2?
Yeah, 3-2. You remember that, LB?
Yeah, the slip thing, the one he slipped. But wasn't that at Anfield?
You fucking bum. I just said 10 years ago. It's 2025. You keep spamming. No, it's 2015. What's 2025 minus 10? 2015. You fucking bum.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, not
This
that
guy
season.
always
it's
trying to
after,
catch me out when I'm
fair.
saying factually correct information. Bum. Anyway. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, but he's saying Klopp's first season. Yeah, Gerrard wasn't there Klopp's first season, no?
Oh, yeah, Pellegrini, actually. Yeah. But 2015 anyway. Yeah, 2015
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I think you
2015.
guys will have too much for them, man. The thing is, their defense is. I think they can score. I think they can definitely score against you guys. I think their defense, especially with Husanov, look, he's young. We maybe have to give him time, but he hasn't shown anything right now to fill anyone with confidence. Like just some of the silly mistakes he makes, which you can expect from a young player coming into this kind of team with this kind of pressure. But their defense is just too. I don't know. I know this sounds crazy. I would still start Rico Lewis over him, even though I don't rate Rico Lewis as a right back. But I just feel at least he's been playing with the team. He knows how to like link up and stuff. I would start Stones. I don't know why Stones wouldn't start this game.
Stones.
I don't know. Okay, shit. Yeah, then yeah, okay, then the khalas, never mind. I think it's over.
Cheers, bro. Bro,
Wow.
come on, bro. You gotta give
You
me a little
just
bit.
drained the energy out of LB. Like,
Bro, I
complete-
was expecting you to be like, yeah, you're probably not gonna win, bro. But you can't just say it's over, innit? Please.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
Give me something,
I
bro.
don't know.
Tell me about
look,
Liverpool being under pressure and that. Come on.
As I said, your attack will score against them because even though their defense was really strong at the beginning, I don't know for whatever reason they're conceding goals like stupidly now. Which is something I know Sam talks about, like Jota and Nunes. He doesn't talk about the defense as much. I don't get why. But yeah, I think you will. I think you'll score against them. I just don't know if you'll be able to stop them from scoring. That's my only thing, especially.
Oh
with the
yeah, they'll
midfield
score
you
at least. They'll score at least 2. So we'll have to score 3 or 4 to win.
Yeah,
that's the unfortunate situation. If usually when we play good teams, we have to score 3 or 4 goals to win the football match. Newcastle was a bit of an anomaly, you know. So yeah, I'm going into this game knowing that Liverpool are probably going to score 2 goals. So we got to score 3 or 4 to win. And if Haaland's not in the side, then it ain't looking great. But I think he'll be fit because he's on the bench yesterday. So you'd imagine that he'd be okay for the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
But like I say, I'd take a point right now. Chilling. Yo, this top 5 race are a lot more chilling than the title race. Bro, like, honestly, bro, like, you don't even have to win games. You just take a point here or there. You can take the odd L. Oh, we lost a game. Oh, that's not good, innit? But then you win the next game, you're back in the top 4. Then you draw a game, you're still in the top 4. Chelsea will get beat off, like, Southampton in a shock result. You're like, oh, chilling. Like, that doesn't happen in the title race. You have to win every single game in the title race. Top 4, top 5 race. And now it's a top 5 race. It's even better. You just pick up a few
I think
wins
this will
here
be
or
like the lowest points tally league title since like Leicester, I'll be honest with
there. Really?
you. Yeah. I don't think
don't
us
think
or
so.
Arsenal get like 90 or whatever.
I think you guys get like 87, 86. I generally do.
Probably
You're currently pacing towards 90, anyways. But
do you know what's crazy as well? Yeah, I
probably
find
don't
this is
get
crazy. Yeah, is that like both of your clubs, if you don't win the league this year, in my opinion, should blame the same thing, and that's your transfer window.
Yep.
Because if Liverpool somehow bottle it from here, Husam already talked about Gravenberch looking tired. Yeah, why? Because he's played pretty much every game this season in a 6, which is a high intense role. Yeah, you can blame that. You can blame the fact that why didn't you go in the January transfer window? So I said it, innit? I sent you the video. I said I thought it was an absolute disgrace that Liverpool didn't. Everyone was getting onto Arsenal, say, "Oh, Arsenal transfer window's a disgrace." I said I think Liverpool's transfer window's been a disgrace. Yeah, and obviously if Arsenal don't, because I think Liverpool will probably drop a few more points. If Arsenal don't go on and capitalise, then I think Arsenal should be blaming their transfer windows as well. And funny enough, I'm blaming my transfer window for the reason why we're here. Not the January one, the summer transfer window. It all comes down to transfers at the end of the day. That's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, your issue though is your manager's come out saying the board wanted to sign players and he said no. So he's kind of like
yeah, it's
incriminated himself for whatever reason.
No, of course he did. 100%, but it's still the same thing, isn't it? Like the fact is, our transfer window screwed us. You can blame your board, I'll blame Pep, whatever. But the fact is,
thing is, like I'm sat here.
I blame Arteta as well.
Compared to you both, look at this. You signed Gundogan and Savinho. This guy signed Moreno, Calafiori, and Sterling. Me, Federico Chiesa. Italia se desta di
Wallahi, I would take Chiesa over Sterling. I swear to God, I'll take Chiesa over Sterling.
You know what it is, Ashraf? This thing is the thing on your manager, Habibi, before we wrap up. You know, if we're talking about on loan, just get Osimhen on loan instead of Sterling on loan. Anyway, gonna wrap up the stream here, you guys. This has been absolutely enjoyable, absolutely phenomenal. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys now, please.
Sit.
Guys, we're like 5 likes away from 300. Can we just get 300 likes before we wrap up the stream? Doubles in the chat again for my guy, Tyler. Thank you so much for dropping in the 320 piece. Big up to you, Tyler Habibi. Big up to everyone in the chat. Like on your way out. I'm going to be back at 8 p.m. UK time, inshallah, with City Martin, Vater Games, and Tom Little to preview the game this Sunday. And then after the first hour of preview, me and Tom are going to insult Nunes and the forward line for the remainder of that show after we let Martin and Vater go. So tune in to that. Ashraf Talks Football is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. It's LB is in the description. Give him a subscribe. More LB as well. And subscribe to Forest Fan TV. And go and cook Wolfie as soon as they concede a goal. Last time we were watch-alonging his watch-along. It was hilarious. This stream is going to take you over to Kopish, where I am headed alongside Mr. Little. And I'm going to see you guys over there in about 15 minutes. Yalla, peace out, Habibis.